An 18-year-old female college student is stripped naked and placed on a research table for live experiment. Despite enduring horrific humiliation and torment, the student is too afraid to resist. She can only endure silently. She weeps quietly. This is indeed the perverse doctor's usual method of treating young, beautiful female students. They lure unsuspecting girls into a dark, eerie basement to imprison them, thus to slowly tame them. However, you can never imagine how perverse the doctor's methods of taming young girls truly are. Emily is a sweet-looking, delicate female college student. One day, she was called to the office for wearing a very short skirt to class. The teacher criticized Emily for dressing improperly at her young age. Fashionably flamboyant by nature, she often frequents nightclubs and other entertainment venues. This is simply not appropriate behavior for a college student. However, Emily didn't think much of it. She believes her attractive figure and looks are just natural gift. She goes to the nightclub daily because she works part-time there. The teacher felt helpless against her, feeling extremely frustrated. Just as the two were arguing endlessly, a sweet girl named Crystal with big eyes entered the teacher's office. Respectfully, she handed her completed assignments to the teacher, and Crystal suddenly clutched her stomach, saying she has stomach ache. She needs to go to the hospital. Seizing the opportunity, Emily helped Crystal up. Under the pretense of helping her classmate go to the nurse's office, the two supported each other and exited the teacher's office. However, just out of the office, they were lively and energetic, laughing happily. Turns out they were close friends. Every time Mia got summoned to the office for a talk, Crystal always found excuses to help her escape. Then both hurriedly rushed to wash the cane. Little did they know, this time the absence would lead Mia into the clutches of a pervert. Sitting in the stands, they enjoyed fried chicken and took photos, unmatched freedom and joy. Just then, Mia suggested adding some beer to enhance the cheerful atmosphere, so Mia decided to get some beer herself, leaving Crystal waiting at the venue. However, after a long time, Mia still hadn't returned. Crystal anxiously dialed her number, but nobody answered the call. Concerned, Crystal left the stadium to search for her. After searching for a long time, there was still no sign of Mia. At this time, without success, Mia called again. This time, however, the ringing came from a trash can. Crystal slowly approached the trash can. She discovered that the ringing phone in the trash can was Mia's phone. A feeling of foreboding filled her. Mia had been kidnapped by a pervert as expected. In a dark, eerie room, Mia was imprisoned like a slave. Awaiting her was a twisted, perverse doctor. Mia was inexplicably trapped in a dark, creepy dungeon. At this moment, a middle-aged man in a cap appeared in Mia's sight. Mia hurriedly shouted for help. But the man before her was her kidnapper. The man turned away and left the dungeon without a glance back. At this moment, Little Mai felt abandoned by heaven and earth. The man wouldn't let her eat. He wouldn't let her drink. After being locked in a dungeon for 5 whole days, the man came back to the dungeon where Little Mai was imprisoned. At this point, Little Mai lay on the ground, utterly drained of strength. She cried and begged the man to let her go. However, the twisted man was utterly indifferent to her pleas. He even brought his mentally challenged brother to torment her endlessly. Despite her desperate resistance, she would be stunned by the twisted man using a cow prod. When she woke up, her clothes were changed and she felt completely hollow. Every instance of torment drove Little Mai closer to a mental breakdown. As time went on, Little Mai's eyes dimmed with despair. Her menacing became so that she trembled at the mere sight of the man. She had tried to escape, but every time she was blocked by countless iron doors in the deep dungeon. Every hope of escape shattered, and Little Mai would fall deeper into despair. Gradually, Little Mai stopped resisting. She no longer tried to escape. She began to accept the man's care. She gradually got used to life in captivity. This way, Little Mai was imprisoned for 12 long years. At this moment, her thoughts and psyche were completely under his control. Now, she was like a soulless body. She obeyed all of the man's commands. He would smile in delight, denying to please the man. He would completely abandon his principles, serving the man closely. However, the man is never satisfied with just one serving. He then shifts his target to Crystal, the former friend of Sekoma. Pivotal in appearance. Simple-minded Crystal finds it hard to resist her friend's husband, slowly falling into a gentle trap. Unbeknownst to her, a more twisted torment awaits. The woman takes advantage of her friend's absence, enjoys drinks with her friend's husband. Unexpectedly, her friend's husband leaves in and kisses her. She thought the woman would resist for her friend's sake. To her surprise, that kiss ignited the woman's internal desire. Her friend's husband is a distinguished PhD researcher. Even female students admire him. The woman is completely devoted to him. She is fully engaged. Little does she know, this man is a predator at heart. He is a deranged pervert. He possesses grotesque desires and fetishes for captivity, terrorizing methods to control women psychologically. At that moment, the woman's friend has been confined in a basement. She too will become a captive like her friend. Just days ago, the woman unexpectedly met her friend and her younger sibling after over a decade in the underground parking lot. Years apart, Crystal was overjoyed, overwhelmed with excitement. However, Sekoi remained surprisingly calm. Her eyes were vacant. She seemed disoriented. She no longer looked like the bright and cheerful person she was. She seemed like a completely different person. She seemed unfamiliar with her longtime friend. Megan's husband, Crystal, also met her for the first time. However, they hadn't talked for long. Megan's husband urged her to go home. Crystal hurriedly took out a business card and handed it to Megan, hoping to meet Megan again. At this moment, the man quickly put the dazed Megan into the car. He drove away in a hurry. Meanwhile, Crystal was standing there dazed, had no idea that Megan was being coerced and mentally controlled by the man, for that Megan dared not engage in socializing or outside connection. After returning home, the man demanded that Megan hand over the business card from the woman. Under mental control, Megan had to comply. The next day, the man and Megan met Crystal again at the table. The man and Megan portrayed a loving couple. Seeing this, Crystal smiled knowingly. She felt quite idiot. However, this oblivious woman noticed nothing unusual. Megan kept her head down, unwilling to speak. No matter how Crystal asked about her life, Megan just sat there dumbly without a word. To dinner, while the two waited for the elevator, the friend slowly touched her lobby. You can't go now. I can't go to tell about sending good bands to soldiers around the world. I didn't get to know him. She knows I'm just a fleeting woman in gold. Told you to stay put when you turned the tables. That foolish woman revealed our secrets in front of the man. Now, she has pushed my best friend back into torment. Takumi sits in the car, tears welling in her eyes, utterly disappointed in the woman I once trusted most. Yet that foolish woman still wears a smiley face. Little does she know her foolishness will once again put my friend in the claws of perversion. On the way home, Takumi looks furiously at the man beside her. He knows a terrible lesson awaits him at home. As expected, a dark, eerie basement